Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Jackalope Farm. My name is Melissa. I am still in PJs this morning, so I'm not going to put myself on camera for your benefit. And I wanted to show you a update, or more or less an observation, that I've made since planting the wine cap mushroom spawn into the garden beds. For those of you that were following that, if you don't recall, we planted wine cap spawn into this bed, and that bed. Also this one, and this one. All right. So overall, growth has been fantastic, except for one thing. I'll show you that in a second. But so far, our winter squash, a couple of different varieties. This is a honey nut. That's a sugar pie pumpkin. They're doing fantastic. There's been no decrease in growth or anything like that. The cukes are doing fine. This is two varieties of cucumbers, slicing and pickling. Then I've got watermelon, and while these watermelon look wimpy, they don't look any more wimpy than they did last year. What they really need is probably a compost tea poured onto them, and I'll be doing that this weekend. And obviously these are doing great. They've already reached the top of the trellis, so no complaints from the pumpkins. The tomatoes are doing really nice. Now you got to understand, we're about a month behind here, just growing wise in general, because we had weird weather in May. We're in zone 5A in Wisconsin. So tomatoes are doing really well. These are in desperate need of kind of being pruned back. I just haven't had the time. This weekend I hope I'll be able to get to them. Yeah, so all the tomatoes look great. Certainly no complaints from the tomatoes. But made an observation with the peppers. For whatever reason, none of my peppers seem to be thriving. None of the ones planted with the mushroom mycelium, at least. Could just be coincidence, but that means it's coincidence times 2 and 3, because these are not even setting. Well, this one's setting flowers. Okay, that's good. Yeah, mycelial growth. I don't know if you can see that. I know that there's, obviously there's the root structure from this weed I just pulled up, but it is, I don't know if you can actually pick that up in there. There's a bunch of tiny little white tendrils. You can see it in the soil too. That is the mushroom mycelium. Very cool. So yeah, and these are, all three are bell peppers. California Wonder, Coral Bells, and Purple Beauties. Now excuse you, Ruger. Now, you are going to see that there's new growth on these plants, but the original growth is really struggling. Like this one lost all its leaves. This one doesn't have any new growth at all, and it's got a stunted little pepper on it. Go back over here, show you the same thing. The new growth is green and vibrant. These have been out here for a month. So we should be past the transplant shock phase. And it is the same thing on these as well. Like there's new growth. In fact, the plant split here. All right, and just for comparison, let me show you my other peppers that I have planted in beds that are not seeded with mushroom mycelium. These are Hungarian wax peppers, and these have really taken off. Nice and green, full of fruit. We'll go over here. Don't mind that. Bad dogs live here. I'm gonna have to fix the fence later. The kids left the garden open. Dogs got into it last night. And these are my purple jalapenos, and they look fantastic. So I'm leaning towards this is not a coincidence, and this is more than likely a result of peppers potentially not being compatible with mushroom mycelium. This is going to be a learning experience for sure. I'll have to move my peppers next year, put them somewhere else. I have plenty of space, so it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, so I thought that was curiouser and curiouser and wanted to show you guys. Let me know what you think. Anybody out there actually gardening actively with wine cap mushroom spawn? You experienced any other plants that don't grow with it? Everything else seems to be doing fine, but the peppers, they're on strike. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Have a good day.